Operating a continuous presence on Guam since World War II, U.S. Navy construction battalions conform to exacting standards of quality, safety, and timeliness. And their line of defense construction often winds up improving the quality of life of the everyday citizens who live and work nearby. The hive of precise activity characterizing Seabees may be an ideal model for the standards Guam's private contractors can expect to adhere to when it comes time to start construction projects falling under the scope of work prescribed in the multi-billion-dollar military buildup outlined in today's Record of Decision. Construction that will ultimately improve military access roads, create Marine Corps housing, and turn an aging dockyard from a choke point into a haven of state-of-the-art logistical performance for citizens and soldiers alike. General Bice suggests the buildup may start yonder, at the commercial harbor, in order to beef it up into the strategic port that DoD needs in order to get timely supplies to other construction zones. The ROD may have been signed in D.C. today, but here on Guam, don't expect construction crews to start turning earth on major projects tomorrow. Joint Guam Program Office Director David Bice says these things take time.
Even if we were awarded today, there's normally about a 6-month process. Is that right?
So it'd be a half year for that.
Well, it's going to be in the new year, I think. Just the time the mobilization occurs. Now, there may be some smaller projects that could be awarded and work begin, but it'd be my anticipation that you're talking several weeks away before actual dirt starts turning.
While the Record of Decision rubber stamps a new Marine Corps base and family housing in northern Guam, it holds back on dredging Apra Harbor for aircraft carriers so it can consider alternative sites. It also delays a final decision on Marine Corps firing ranges near Paget Village, pending consultation under the National Historic Preservation Act. Meantime, Build-Up Chair Senator Judy Gutherts is still pushing DoD to consider Naval Magazine as an alternative site for firing ranges.
Thanks, Major General.
All right, thank you, guys. Thanks.
But Bice insists Paget adjacencies remain the only option. Because Naval Magazine would require too much grading, there isn't enough room. Ballistics could contaminate the drinking water at Fenna Reservoir, and because Southern mayors just don't want the traffic or the fireworks.
Naval Magazine consists of 8,000 acres, and not all of it is near the Fena Lake. You have the other mountainside of the property that could accommodate the machine gun range. And I never said to put all the ranges in one place. That was a military proposal.
But Southern mayors still have doubts about safety and slow commutes if heavy artillery fire were ever brought back to the neighborhood.
Of course, I mean, I'd rather stay up north than coming down south. And I hope they don't agree, because I read the final EIS and Naval Mag was never mentioned. The traffic is going to be heavy for one, and then of course the militaries will be moving down there. And, and I'm worried about, I got a lot of homes around Naval Mag that, they're going to be worried too because of the noise and maybe the danger part of it when they're shooting the live ammunitions.
My concern here is that we have a lot of hunters in the vicinity, and what's the possibility of some, bullets going astray, and, any of our local hunters may be in the line of fire.
Despite the high caliber of work that may characterize military construction and the quality infrastructure upgrades that inevitably benefit the surrounding community, uncertainty about potentially dangerous training is still cause for concern.